What's up, guys? It's late, but I don't care. I need to decompress um, and have fun. Sometimes these shows that we do are mentally taxing. When you sit and talk about the same thing, you hear the same thing, no sound. What? What do you mean? I can hear myself. I don't know why you can't hear me. Okay. The same thing, same song and dance about why we are where we are. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Although it's nice to be able to have those conversations, to talk to people across the board. It would also be nice to have solutions. Like sometimes I feel like those are empty conversations with people doing absolutely nothing. So I need to laugh. I'm going to be reacting to this Kevin Samuels video, which is hilarious. We're going to be talking about the dysfunction in America. The fact that there's violence all across this nation from the people. Okay, listen to this. There's violence across the nation. Okay, from the people that complain about the violence that America perpetuates against them. I'll repeat that again. The folks that are committing violent acts right now are the same ones complaining about the violence that America has inflicted upon them. And you know what else is funny? I was pulling up woke.net. This is a guy that covers all the riots happening. I pulled it up because I'm like, you know what? Let me see what they're doing now. I want to see what they're doing now. Still out in Minnesota at Brooklyn Center. It's more of the same. Now they're in Dallas, Texas. They added Dallas, Texas to the map. Pretty sure California will be back up here. And look, I'm stuttering because it's just like, what are we doing, bro? But I came across this and I found this particular part of the video really intriguing. Okay, hold on. I don't even think I shared the audio. I found it really intriguing what the guy recording is saying. Check this out.
If you go to our Twitter feed, _ninja, you will catch more details or like more media, I should say. And some of that media, I think we have a clip up that shows some of the staging area that the police had. First of all, I think we have a clip up that shows about a 20 National Guard vehicles drive by near the FBI headquarters a little earlier this evening where a protest was going, and then also the staging ground at Earl Brown Center. Look at Earl Brown as the person we saw that was arrested, that was speaking to the police. He specifically was saying the Brooklyn Center was founded by a KKK member, and I don't have a lot of that history.
Bro, Brooklyn Center was founded behind a KKK member. Like seriously, listen to what this dude is saying. Like, please do me a favor, guys. Okay, please do me a favor. I know it's late, so a lot of people won't be up, but a lot of people will, because there's people on the West Coast that watch me. Please share this live. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Share it on YouTube. Share it everywhere. This guy is talking about the KKK and how it's founded upon white supremacy. Brooklyn Center. Are we serious? Like,
knowledge of Brooklyn Center, but that's what I keep hearing. So check it out. Do your research. Earl Brown, KKK. From my understanding, a lot of these housing units and some other places here are also just named after different other KKK members. And in general, a lot of places, obviously, in Minnesota and throughout the United States are named after genocide years or very, very avid racists, as many of these cities and streets and schools. Hence the movement to change the names. Obviously with the change, the mascot sort of led by the indigenous folks here in this country, getting mascot names to be changed. Also, people have been focused on changing like Lake Calhoun or Ramsey School. Those have been two pretty big name changes here in the local area. And again, it's just getting out the racist past, like tearing down the statues in a way. So the front line is now.
I played that to say this. You are filming protests, rioting, and looting. In the same breath, while you are filming this, you're talking about buildings named after KKK members and the racism of this country. Are like, thank you. Thank you. You took the words out of my mouth. Like, where the fuck are people's minds, bro? For you to even waste your time talking about racism and changing the names of things in indigenous lands while you're filming people destroy their homes and their hometowns. You're filming it, bro. They're outside the cop's house. California's up here now. Texas. Yo. What does Sacramento, California have to do with Dante Wright? Just mindless drones. We have a lot of mindless drones functioning in America, bro. It is so annoying. Yes, he's doing it for the money because he knows he's going to get views if he shows this stuff while crying about racism and KKK members having things named after them. Holy shit, man. This is ridiculous. On to some fun stuff. Kevin Samuels calls this the Bonnet Chronicles. And this lady is for sure very much so delusional on every level imaginable. Check this out. In this moment, yes. I cannot say what's wrong or right.
There we go. Sorry.
You decided to do.
Why? Why you come on this man's show looking like this?
Yeah. Okay, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Okay.
I'm gonna have my lunch.
Are you here in Atlanta?
Chris, what's happening?
So I was listening to what you were saying to the other girl. Huh?
Are you here in Atlanta?
Yes, in Atlanta.
Go ahead.
So I was listening to what you were saying to the other girl, and I understand both sides. In my circumstances, I find because I make more money, the guys that I attract are feeling insecure, and the older women in my life are telling me that I need to dumb myself down in order to make them feel more comfortable.
Hold up.
I'm emasculating.
Hold up. You understand both sides, meaning what?
Sorry.
You understand both sides, meaning what?
Women do need to be a little bit more submissive.
A little bit?
A man doesn't want to be with another man.
A little bit? I
mean? Like, I can't be aggressive.
A little bit?
But also...
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Slightly.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, but my audio. Okay. Women need to be a little bit more submissive. Turn off your background noise, too.
Okay.
So what do you mean a little bit more submissive?
Now females are being really aggressive. You know what I mean? Like they don't believe in the cooking and cleaning and taking care of the man. Which
How old are you, by the way?
me, 34.
All right. So you say you understand both sides. In a marriage, what side should come first?
Oh Lord. Honestly, I don't know.
These older women who are giving you advice, you didn't say they were older wives.
Yes. Now what?
You didn't say they were older wives, meaning they're not.
They are, like the women in my family. They are all married.
Okay,
but
so
I can't say it's happy marriages.
I don't care about your happiness. Marriage ain't supposed to be for happy.
Really? What is it for then?
Duty.
Duty? Oh no.
That's why you ain't gonna be married. And ain't nobody gonna fight you either.
So
No, hold on. I said who's supposed to come first? You said you don't know. And I'm trying to understand. I mean, even if you don't like it, you know that. Are you a Christian?
I am.
Then you're not a good one.
Who's
I mean,
really
the first chapter in the Bible tells you this.
They say a man, but
they say a man. So God don't know what the hell he talking about. There you go, Lord. There you go. This is your modern woman right here, God. That's what it is.
A man.
They say a
the
man.
Bible.
They say a man. Oh, you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be real famous. They say a man. You come up here with a bike talking shit.
Look, I'm about to go to sleep. I don't care.
You about to go to World Stars, what you about to do.
Yeah. So
I mean, I think it's funny because you can come in here with all this bravado and all that shit, but you know what? What is that gonna get you?
You're not saying anything though.
I'm saying everything I need to say because first of all, if you don't understand that a husband, you, purpose, if you tell yourself a Christian, I don't understand no matter how you come at this from a secular side or a religious side. What you're saying is you don't get it. And I'm like, well, they say a man's supposed to come first. Then where in the world where women lead? What society of thriving competitive people are when the women lead?
A woman leading. I didn't say that at all. My issue is the group of men that I'm finding are not leaders.
Well, you know the problem is? You know what the problem is?
Humor me.
What do you think?
You're gonna say me, but I disagree.
Well, of course you do. Because I want you guys to pay attention. You came here, your title is dope ass so-and-so, which is cool, but you get to choose who you allow in your life. True or false?
True.
So the men in your life are whose responsibility?
Not mine. That's why I don't have a man in my life, because I'm not willing
to. The men you
to
allow in your life, whether you have one currently or not, the men you have allowed in your life are whose responsibility?
Mine.
So why do you say you don't agree?
All right. I don't agree because I'm kind of conflicted. You know how you say you're not supposed to like judge a man by what he has? I'm like, okay, if he doesn't make a certain amount of money, I'm willing to give him a try because he has potential, and that don't work out. Then you meet somebody.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Can you get a man that's ranked higher than you? Can you get a man who's already got it going on, doesn't need your money?
There are people out there like that.
I know, but can you get them? But can you get them? No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so basically what this woman is saying is, I can get a high value man. but I choose to get a Build-A-Bob.
I have had wealthier men, but it
No,
doesn't work out.
No, I didn't just say money.
Mhm.
See, what you have shown with modern women is you guys, number one, it's like kryptonite to you to be accountable. You've deflected accountability left and right. You are what you attract. Relationships are reflective. And you're basically trying to make the point that I can attract a higher caliber or quality of men. Then if that's the case, why are you choosing to entertain bums?
I'm not choosing. I'm giving someone a fair shot.
Right. So you can qualify to buy a big body Benz, but you're going to buy a fixer-up Pinto. But you got money for both. Yeah, that makes sense.
I've dated both sides of the spectrum, and neither worked out.
Right. Sure, man. So the only thing, let's just take your argument. The only thing that's common denominator about all of them is you.
Nope.
This is what it is, people. That's what it is. Attitude, lacking accountability.
Nope.
That's what it is. And she actually came in here as if she was something.
Oh, Lord help us all. That was a recap, but that girl is funny because she is a hot ass mess. There's a few things wrong with her, but I'm not going to get into it. But good luck, honey. Finding whatever man wants to deal with that. Yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right. Good. What do you got for me?
Oh, well, we were just watching a YouTube channel, and we're watching the one where you talk about our modern women walking dead.
The Walking Dread, not dead.
The Walking Dread. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, okay. Did you watch the entire video or just part of it?
Good question. I'm only about a third way in.
So what do you think about what do you think on the topic?
You're absolutely correct. Women are dreading getting older. As a 33-year-old, I feel like it's a lot of pressure right now. Opposed to when I was in school working. I mean, I always thought, oh yeah, I'll get married, or yeah, it'll come. But definitely once you hit the 33 to 35 range, it hits you hard.
Do me a favor, hold your phone still. What state are you in?
I'm in New Jersey. Well, I'm an entrepreneur model.
When you were young, what age do you think you'd be married by?
Bruh. Did she just call herself an entrepreneur model? And she's 33. Like, what is an entrepreneur model? Anybody got anything for me? What? Girl, you unemployed with no job. Oh, damn entrepreneur model.
By 30. I mean,
what do you think? Why do you think that didn't happen?
Honestly, it was location and options.
What does that mean?
Well, at the time, at 30, I was finishing up my master's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, you said you're an entrepreneur and a what?
And a model.
A model?
Mm-hmm. A plus size. But then I took a break. I did about 3-year break between the classes and doing my thesis to graduate.
You said you're a plus size model?
Yes.
I'm always confused as to why college and careers, even high level careers, don't seem to keep other races women from marrying. Geography, none of this stuff seems to keep other women from getting married. Why do you think black women just readily? Why do you think? Because I hear this from black women often. It's because I was in school. I'm like, well, Becky was in school, and Becky went to the Mayo Clinic. Now she's a surgeon with a husband and 4 kids.
Right.
So is it really school?
It's school. It's definitely school. I have a Caribbean background, and my father, ever since I was little, he's like, school, school, school. Don't worry about anything else. As long as you have your education, no one can take anything from you. So it's kind of like pressure to secure that before anything else.
But other people can go to school and have educational focused backgrounds. I have friends from Pakistan, the Middle East, and they're all about that, but they still get married.
That's true.
So I'm not hearing why education is doing. Is it really education? Okay, that was a long. What's your longest relationship?
2 years.
How long ago was that?
2 solid years. That was 4 years ago.
All right. You have any brothers?
No.
Okay. So you're the only child?
No, I'm a middle child of 3 girls.
Okay, 3 girls. Okay. This explains more. And your sister's married?
My older sister's married.
So it's reasonable to say growing up you did not learn how to serve a man.
Oh, I did. Absolutely did.
You did or did not?
I did. You said to serve a man?
Well, let me explain what I mean. If you had brothers in the house and your mother cooked, your mother would serve your father, and whether your brothers were older or younger, you would serve them. When the dinner was done, your mother would clear your father's plate. The women would clear the men's plates.
You're right. You're right.
You had no men in the house, so it was all female energy in the father.
A lot, yeah.
Well, and he, no disrespect to your father, but he panicked and said, y'all need to get educations because I can't afford to take care of all of y'all. That's what tends to happen when you have a bunch of girls. You got to get a job because I can't pay for it, instead of telling you, go find a husband and build a life with somebody so I can have some sons and some help.
Yeah. You're right. I would say my options as far as what I'm looking for wasn't available.
What are you looking for?
You know, intellectual brother, ambitious, family.
How tall are you?
I am 5'5".
You know what's coming next? Dress size?
I wear 22.
Oh, what?
Morning, hell to the no, no, no. Come on. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Hell to the no.
Your options are limited. Wait a minute, bro.
You got to get a job because I can't pay for it, instead of telling you, go find a husband and build a life with somebody so I can have some sons and some help.
Yeah. You're right. I would say my options as far as what I'm looking for wasn't available.
What are you looking for?
She said, my options wasn't available. What fucking options, dog? What options? What options, man? I'm sorry. Uh, um, ma'am. Okay.
You know,
Wait.
intellectual.
And some help.
Wait.
You're right. I would say my options as far as what I'm looking for wasn't available.
What are you looking for?
You know, intellectual brother, ambitious, family.
How tall are you?
I am 5'5".
You know what's coming next? Dress size?
I wear 22.
Right.
Yeah, I'm juicy. I already know that.
Oh shit!
See, and I gotta be honest, man. What options? And how can I say this in the Can I just be direct?
Absolutely, I already know.
But what options does a woman who's a dress size 22 can you command?
I mean, it's all.
I said what? It's all about what?
How you carry it as well.
Yo, can somebody come on here with me, bro? Come on, dog. My options? Ma'am, what options? Yo, she said 5'5" and she weighs, she wears size 22.
Ma'am, you're 5'5".
Yeah.
And what's the most you've ever weighed?
350.
And a woman is 5'5", should be 125 pounds. You are almost 3 times. At your height, you're almost 3 human beings.
No, that's not my current weight, though.
I said at your height.
Okay, but that's
350. And 3 times 125 is 375. At your height, you are almost 3 women. And what I'm asking in the nicest, most gentle way possible is what kind of options can a woman who is 350 pounds or thereabout think she can demand?
I just want to clarify that my biggest weight is 350, but that's not my current weight.
Okay, ma'am, how much do you weigh now?
Currently, I'm 250.
Okay, it's an improvement. Absolutely. But it is still, I'm just leave it alone. But what I don't understand is how you could say education is what kept you from marriage when most people would say it. Hold on.
Okay.
Most people would not say school and geography. Most people would point to your weight.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But that's not what you said. You said school.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
I need a break. Dog, my stomach hurt. Okay? My stomach hurts. Okay. Hopefully she don't say nothing else that takes me out, because she has taken me out. Why do y'all get on this man's platform and embarrass yourself? Why would you do that? Why? Oh my God.
I feel like I down.
No, man, that's not what it was. And you're an educated woman. And you're sitting here trying to tell me that it wasn't the fact that there were men in college. There were men around you, ma'am. You were too big for anybody to really seriously consider you.
Right.
So telling yourself it was school
Is
is delusional.
That makes sense.
But what's troubling is that I had to pull that out, and at 33, you can't be honest with that.
Oh no! I accept that, but
you accept what I said, but it's not what you openly admitted. It's the point. I mean, it's pretty clear. Why aren't you married? Well, I think it's geography and.
Well, I have options to get married, but I just didn't take them.
Right, options, but let's also be honest. The kind of man you say you want, you don't have.
Wait a minute. You had somebody that wanted to marry you, and you say that they don't meet your standards? Or the men that you want, they're not the option that you want? Huh? You had people that wanted to marry you. And I hope she told the truth on this, but what? You ain't got no room to be picky, ma'am. All right? You have no room to be picky. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. I find this video refreshing. I really do. And I'm getting tickled out of it because she put herself in public to be embarrassed like this.
Well, I'm dating now. So.
But the kind of man you say you want, you don't have.
I do have now, but I'm not married yet.
You say you want an intelligent and ambitious man. Why? Why is ambition important?
Ambition is important because it shows me where you want to go and how you process life and the things that you want to achieve.
You want children?
Absolutely.
How many?
At least 2.
Please don't.
And what does your doctor say about that?
I knew
It's
he was
very
going there.
possible.
And how long have you been at 250?
For about 8 years.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, honestly, I believe that the truth is that many Black women have let themselves go to the point to where, honestly, y'all can get up 300 plus pounds, which is why Spelman got rid of all their college athletics because they saw so many women coming to college in your height, weight, and not really giving a damn.
Yeah.
And taking your prime years at 300 plus pounds, prioritizing everything other than your weight, and by extension,
you got the
being
nerve to be
attracted
fixing
to a
your
man,
hair like
put
you
yourself
bad,
in a position where
girl.
you have to provide for yourself.
You ain't bad.
So
she don't care about nothing he's saying.
You actively are seeing somebody who is vetting you for marriage?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been seeing one another?
Almost 2 years.
Then why you say you didn't have any options?
He's a mortgage broker.
Has he been married?
No.
Any children?
No.
So
she lying.
Honestly,
she lying.
Dating or vetting you for marriage. What's taking so long?
I don't think it's taking too long. I believe in taking my time.
No, man. First off, I asked you when was your last relationship. You said it was 4 years ago.
But now
you said I said your last. No, I asked you when was your last relationship. You said 4 years ago.
Oh, because we broke up. We did break up for a time. So altogether, we're coming on to 2 years of knowing each other.
What? You said you was with him for 4. Then you said y'all broke up. Then you said altogether it's coming up on 2 years that y'all have known each other. You are lying. Don't nobody want you. Okay? Don't nobody want you. You are lying, bro. You straight lie. You said you was in a relationship 4 years ago. And you said, well, I only known her for 2. We coming up on 2 years.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. You lied. Ain't nobody checking for you. And it's not because you may or may not have anything to offer. It's because you're 250 in a 22 dress. And you obviously don't give two shits about your health because this is morbidly obese. She weighed 350, and I do not believe for a second she lost all that weight. And then he asked her, "How long have you weighed 250?" 8 years. So you're not making any efforts to do anything healthy for yourself, and you want a man. Ew. How sloppy can you be? No. And
That doesn't make any sense.
Prior to this relationship, my last relationship was 4 years ago.
So if you're currently in a relationship, okay, all right. For 2 years, taking your time. How long should it get out of the comments section? How long should
she ain't lost no damn 100 pounds.
No more than 3 years. She really thought about it, so maybe about 3 years.
3 years. Has he told you he wanted to marry you?
Yeah.
Have you gone ring shopping?
Ring shopping?
Mm-hmm. Right. Do you make any room for the man? Please stop being in the comment section.
I'm not. I'm looking at this.
Do you make any room for the possibility that you could be not being honest with yourself?
As far as
where this relationship will likely head?
I mean, I'm not afraid of it not.
No. I asked you if you want to get married. You said yes. If you want kids, you said 2. You're 33 years old. You said you've been in a relationship for 2 years. I asked you if you're with somebody who's actually vetting you for marriage. You said yes. I asked you why is it taking so long? You said I believe in taking my time. I said, how long should it take? You said no more than 3 years. And I said, all right, ma'am, do you make possibility or room for the fact that you may be reading this wrong? Because if a man wants to marry you, he should have already proposed to you a long time ago.
Okay. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but
I don't know.
He's not married. He has no children. There's nothing stopping him. What is he going to know in a year that he doesn't already know now?
We've talked about it.
No. It's we. See, that's the thing. You ladies have nothing to do with whether or not we propose. Either we do or we don't.
So if someone asks me, would you like to get married? And I'm like, well, let's think about it. Let's talk about it some more.
No. That's not how it works. How it works is somebody presents a ring and drops on their knee after they ask your father for your hand in marriage and they pop the question. What you're talking about is, quite honestly, it's finesse. It's just a way to keep the sex coming. Okay. And you're a grown woman and you got to know these things.
Well, I don't know. I guess marriage is not like on the top of the list as it should be.
It's not what?
It's not at the top of my list as it should be. If that's one.
No, that's fine. But you're 33 years old and your body type. I mean, just from a health standpoint, I don't.
Sunni the conservative goat.
Okay. Well, I respect your opinion.
Don't respect go to your doctor and ask them, what is it? Are you going to be able to carry children?
I'm sure I will be.
No, ma'am. I'm not saying, I'm a cancer survivor, okay? So understand, I'm not just asking these questions. I'm like, you were 350 pounds down to 250, and you don't know. You're just assuming that everything's going to work out. And you ladies always assume the best. Mm-hmm. And it sounds to me like you really are not prioritizing marriage, honestly.
She ain't prioritizing shit. If
you're dating somebody, you know it's not really going anywhere, and you're just happy calling it what it is. But
because you got somebody.
What I like to do is all right. Women to realize
she with him because she got somebody, and she's like, I'm not messing this up, even if he has a wife. He's probably broke as hell, mooching off her, and she's just like, it's a man, and he's warm, so let me just go ahead and keep him. Wow. Oh wow. This is actually really embarrassing. And now, before the shit was funny, but now she's like irritating me.
Man, the choices you're making at this time have a long range effect. You're wasting time if you ever want to have kids.
Okay.
I mean, high-risk pregnancy starts at 35 for healthy women. You're not healthy weight.
Well, I know I have to lose weight before I actually have a child. I'm aware of that too. And that's something I plan to do.
Plan to do.
So when I asked earlier about, why you're not married, I think it's more clear now. It's not because of school. It's not because of geography.
Boom. Dum, dum.
Is that all?
Huh?
And then what is it about?
What do you think it's about, based on what I said?
Based on what you said, you're saying it's because of my figure.
I think you're just, I honestly think you're just not really taking life seriously, not relationships.
Well, I'm glad you said relationships and not life.
Well, but life is about relationships. If not, we could lock you up in solitary confinement and you could still do what you do just fine. Life is about relationships. I think you're not taking relationships seriously because there's some delusion here, and you think you have and you think you have time that you don't have. You think you have options that you don't have. And a lot of women, Black women in particular, move through life this way, and then they are dealing with the very real reality that they're out of options, out of time, and because no one sat people down and said, you need to, if you want a man and a family, you need to focus on it.
Right.
But like you said, at 350 pounds when you were there,
yeah,
that's not somebody that's prioritizing a relationship.
I hear you.
So, I mean, I truly hope you. Are your sister your height and your weight too?
No, my sisters are slim.
Well, I hope you and your boyfriend or whatever you would call him. I would just say, man, don't delude yourself.
How am I not on this show?
Because
I don't know.
Women don't have the same kind of clock that we have.
Come on the show.
And the price that women pay for delusion, meaning telling yourself something that you want to believe that's not true, is different because after a certain age, fertility and these things happen. Lastly, you need a man who's an above average earner. You do?
Wait, say it again?
You need a man who's an above average earner.
As long as we have the things that we need, like, I don't need an above average earner.
What is an average earner?
An average earner would be about 80,000.
You care if he's Black or not?
Yes, I do. I would say no, but I do care.
Well, what percentage of Black men do you
Angles.
think earn $80,000?
Angles.
What percentage of Black men in this country do you think earn $80,000?
Probably 45%.
Yeah, 15. 1-5.
1-5. Yeah, girl. You're feeling it now, huh?
So if you need a man to make 80,000, the chance you need to cut that just
say it, Kevin.
See what I mean? By being deluded. You think the average man earns $80,000 in this country, and the average Black man earns 42.
Well, I haven't had a problem with coming in contact with those people.
Yeah, but see, I don't really concern myself with coming into contact with, hooking up, dealing. I keep score on marriages because that's one of the convenient highs that a lot of systems like to tell themselves, because I can date men, have sex with men, interact with men on this level, that it's just like being married to it, and it's absolutely not. So what I've showed you tonight, ma'am, is you don't really have a clue what's going on out here with men. which explains why you got to hold on to this one, because I'm assuming he earns $80,000 a month. Does he?
Yeah.
Lies.
Right. Because if you don't have him, that means you got
Why
to go back
you
out in the
always
market, right?
lying?
In the pandemic, right?
Right. And I can tell you
Wow.
this: the
In a
men,
pandemic.
black men who earn what you're talking about, are
In
not
a
looking for women who earn more
pandemic.
than them.
Are you sure?
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Wow.
just kidding.
No,
I'm
you,
just
no,
kidding.
you
I'm
wasn't.
trying
No,
to
you
keep it
wasn't. No,
light.
you wasn't. No, you
I don't
wasn't.
want it to be too heavy. I respect.
I want it to be realistic, though, man. And you sisters, you act like that this is a game, and life is not a game.
No, I totally understand. I understand.
I'm not doing this to waste my time at midnight. I mean, I got other shit I could do.
I mean, you clicked on mine. You clicked on me.
All right, and that's what I'm doing. You know what? See,
get her, Kevin. Get her.
We get what we reflect, and this is why I find it difficult to feel sorry for women like yourself, because even though we're trying to have the conversation, you want to keep it light. I understand you want to keep it light, man, but there's something to be said for in a pandemic and this and that. You know, I hope you get what you want out of life. I really do, but I'm also more than that. I hope men get what they want out of life. And no, men don't go out and become the best version of themselves and put themselves in the top 15% of earners to get women who are 250, 300 pounds. They don't do that. Mm-hmm. I think that's unreasonable to expect them to do it. Okay. All right, you have a good night. Well, and if I don't believe that woman,
guys, that was brutal. What is wrong with people? Was that as bad for you as it was for me? Hey, look, she knew them angles. She knew them angles. That's why she kept this phone at a certain angle. She didn't show shit else. She showed her face, and that's about it. But that lady was hella delusional. I don't know exactly what options she thinks she has, but look, I was laughing so hard earlier that my stomach hurt. I straight up caught a cramp because that was comical. Man. Poor Walter. Okay, I want to skip this. Poor Walter. Oh, man. I needed those laughs. She was not slim. Honey said she was 250. He said, how long you been 250, ma'am? 8 years. How much did you weigh before that? 350. How tall are you? 5'5", and I wear a size 22. I'm just going to shut up. I don't know why she's that big. I'm going to assume it's because she doesn't really care about what she's eating. Yeah. That sums it up, man. Delusional as shit. I'm trying to find one more. What's this one? Wait. Women's choices are unfair. Yes. Okay. We're going to watch this one. She says women's choices are not fair. You didn't miss it. We're going to do maybe one or two more videos, depending on how long they are. I was just getting it pulled up. But shout out to Kevin Samuels, bro. I often wonder, do you get burnt out and exhausted with talking to some delusional ass people on a regular basis? On a regular basis, this lady says women's choices aren't fair. I can't wait to see what type of monster we have created in American society where women just feel like they can say, do whatever they want, and the men are just going to want them. And they don't have to provide anything except for probably a ran through coochie half the time and an attitude. We'll see.
All right, Tiffany. Unmute yourself, please. Okay, hold on. How about we start with being a little civil? Hi, how are you, Tiffany? Wouldn't you think that would be a reasonable way to start a conversation with somebody you've never met? We've never met, ma'am. I said I had to verify that you're not a man. I didn't say you were. So please don't go down that path. What I'm saying is you've already come through the door like you're my enemy wanting to fight. I don't know you. Do you know me? Do you know? Well, no. See, first off, let's check. Now, see, I think you need to understand something. No. You can talk to people on your side there. Don't tell me to calm down. You're the one that came in talking loud.
Damn.
You didn't even say hello.
He didn't put her on yet.
I'm well.
He's gonna put her on in a minute.
How old are you? All right. What's the issue?
So it's no issue. I have a slight disagreement with what you just recently said about most women go to school and get degrees and they prefer that than searching for a man. What particular group are you talking about? Ethnic
Hold on. That's not what I said.
Okay, please repeat.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, repeat. So I can be clear.
Yo, wait a minute. Why is she like off the gate? Repeat. So I can hear. Damn. This is why you're not married now. Bet you she's single. Because nobody want to be talked to like that.
I said many women would spend more time and more effort getting a college degree than understanding the kind and caliber of men they want to marry, have children with, to spend the rest of their life with.
Okay, well, I mean, what would be the issue with that? So, for example,
hold on. Do you want to get married?
I will be married in May 29th.
Oh, God.
Okay,
God.
You're going to be married. You're engaged.
Why? Who wants to marry? You with a beta male. You can't be with a man. You with a beta male.
Yes, I am engaged.
So why is this a question for you if you're engaged?
Oof.
You should be happy on down the path of life. This isn't your fight.
It's not my fight, but my point is the reason why I'm calling in is because you stated that women go to school because I have a degree, but I don't uphold that. I don't, because
I've already established that you misunderstood what I said.
Okay.
So I'm sorry that you misunderstood that, but I can't be responsible for you not hearing it.
Well, you've explained, but I still disagree that most women go to school just instead of...
I didn't say most. I said many.
Many. Okay, well, I disagree that many women go to school instead of learning the caliber of the men that they want. If you're talking about...
How about this? 1 in 4 black women will marry. 1 in 4 black women will marry. That's less than half of the next group, white women. Why did you think so many black women are not marrying anybody? Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or other? Why?
I believe it's because they grow up in a single parent household where the mother's working her tail off and she doesn't have that man on her side.
Well, how did she... Hold on. No child gets born in this world, in this country, that a woman didn't want to be born. Being a single parent is not a requirement.
I
I
sent
was
you a
raised in a
link.
single parent household, and
Um,
often
Jeff,
it's a
I think that's
choice.
I don't want
You
to say your
choose
name
to have
wrong.
a child.
If I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. So, Mr. Gradler, I sent you a message.
And here's the
But-
thing. If you married before you had a baby, you would have a man more likely than not.
Okay.
True or false?
True.
So being a single parent often is a choice.
It is a choice.
So
However,
we can't. So if that's the case, we can't make it we can't give a medal for that.
no, we can't give a medal for that at all. I don't think that. But I'm saying for Black women in particular, because I am a Black woman, that is why oftentimes many of us, because you said many, go to school and have to work and get these masters, PhDs, bachelors, whatever you want to call
You
it.
don't have to, ma'am. That's a choice.
It's a choice, but a lot of us feel like we have to because we don't have the male in our life.
Okay. Let's. First of all, who's respond? Okay, if that's the case,
I need a break. I need a break. Wow. You know what? If I was engaged to her, I would have this attitude like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
run. Do you hear me, sir? Run. Run as far away as you can because this lady is psycho. Something is wrong with her. She ain't wrapped too tight. The mall is open, but ain't nobody shopping. I don't know what's happening. She got on this call like roof and growled and carrying on. What is wrong with this lady? I want to see what she looks like. Good Lord. Oh, combative ass Negroes.
case, then why don't? If you were raising it, okay, let's start with number one. You said that many of these women are single parents. Why?
A lot of them are, no, it's not that they're single parents. It's that they feel like they need to go to school to work extra hard to become the man.
No. Okay, but that means you're a single parent.
You are a single parent.
Why is she a single parent though?
What I'm talking about is specific thing that you talked about, women having to go to school to work.
But you're going down. Okay, Tiffany. Before going to school, you gave the justification that she's a single parent and she feels like she has to. Why is she a single parent? That's the first thing.
She's a single parent because she decided not to be with that man, or that man decided to exit the relationship, marriage, or what have you.
But 80% of children in the Black community are born outside of marriage. That's true. Ma'am, here's the bottom line. If you're a single parent, marry before you carry, because we know that raising a child in a one-parent household statistically has the worst outcomes for the child.
That is correct.
So there is so excuse me if I can't give a woman leeway for saying, well, she's a single parent and she felt she had to do this. Well, here's the thing. How you alleviate all this? Don't have any children until you get married.
I 100% agree with you.
But that's not how you started. Because
I was really talking about the whole degree and women having to, many women.
If you didn't, but if you had a husband,
we should find out who he is.
Women that you're talking about had a husband and a family and supportive family unit, they wouldn't have to do everything on their own.
Let's tell her husband to blink 3 times if he needs help, because he's probably scared to say something to her. So, sir, if you're watching this, okay, or you watch this Kevin Samuels episode with your wife in it, just blink 3 times, okay? Put it in the comment section too if you're watching it. We gonna help you out, man.
No, now would they?
That is correct.
Well, then there's the problem. There is a problem. So because we choose to do things out of order and incorrectly, that's a woman's choice.
That is true. That is correct.
Well, then if it turns out good, she gets the credit, but if it turns out poorly, she gets the credit as well.
Well, why would she get the credit if it turns out poorly?
Because excuse me?
Why would she get the credit if it turns out poorly?
I said if it turns out good, she gets the credit.
Oh, okay. I thought you said also if it turns out bad, she gets credit as well.
She does.
She does. Hello.
And how is that so?
Because the first part is true. If it turns out well, does she get the credit?
If it turns out well, yes, she gets the credit, but
So
it's not just her.
excuse me. So if it turns out poorly, she gets the credit for that too. That's simple logic. That's simple logic, ma'am. That's simple logic.
It will be a fail if it turns out poorly.
Yes. If you go take a test and make an A, you get the credit for that, which is an A. But if you go to a test and perform poorly and get an F, you get the credit for that, which is an F.
I mean, you get the credit, but
the credit is an F.
Hold that? I mean,
the credit is an F. Yes, and that's what you got. And what does that mean? You didn't perform. That means your best wasn't good enough.
That is correct.
So that's credit. See, what you just showed.
Credit, but it's spelled credit.
No, man. What? No, I used the word the way I meant to use them because I knew I banked on you were going to give me the response you gave me. You're willing to give women credit for when they do well, but when they do poorly, you want it to be shared. No, you get the credit if it's good, and you get the credit if it's bad. That's equality.
Yeah, but
there's no yeah, but.
Yeah,
there's no yeah, but, ma'am. You get the credit if it's good. You're willing to give her credit if it turns out good. Then give her the same credit if it turns out poorly. Unless women are special and need protection.
Oh, okay. Unless they're special. Okay.
Are you not equal? Are you not equal citizens? Are you not adults?
Equal? I wouldn't say equal.
I said equal citizens.
Equal citizens?
Yes.
Depending on how you define equal citizens.
Equal citizens. Do you not have the same rights in this country as a man?
Nah, you got more.
Not necessarily.
What rights do you have? What rights don't you have that a man does?
Aborting a baby.
What right?
Yo. Halfway.
Rights don't you have that a man does?
Don't we have? I have to think on that.
You see, that's the answer. You don't. No, ma'am. I asked you 3 times. There are no rights that you don't have that a man does. And actually, you made my point even when you misheard me. You have some rights that a man doesn't have because you can abort.
Just do it for your Google. It's just verifying that you're a real person. That's all it is. It doesn't stay logged in. Once you're done, you're done. So if you want to attach your Facebook or your Google, it doesn't matter. Anybody's willing to come on. It's just an authentication procedure for security.
For the child, you can make me a parent even if I don't want to be. Thank you for proving my point that ladies, you like to give yourself all the outs and under the accountability.
No, we got to take the accountability.
Well, that's not anything you've said, ma'am. So if they want to take the accountability, why not? If you want them to take the accountability, then if she fails, it's her responsibility as well.
Accountability will be choosing the right man and being with the man.
No, ma'am. If she does well and gets credit for doing well, if she fails, she has to be accountable for that failure as well.
And that is correct. She does.
All right. Well, thank you. We finally got it on the same point on that.
Thank you.
It's rough. She had a whole attitude and for nothing. For nothing. Are you coming on here? If you're coming on here, I will wait for you to be on here. Just let me know what you're going to do. We have the right to abort, but when we fuck up the parenting of a child, it's the man's fault. Obviously, what a mindset. Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, look, listen. Just blink 3 times. And we got you, bro. Put it in the comment section. Just send out a SOS. All right. This is rough. And then she had the nerve to say Pacific. Pacific. I'm a little speechless. Listen to yes. Karen at 12 o'clock.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. How old are you?
Good.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right. What do you got for me?
I'm just curious. I hear you saying high value man, high value woman. What do you consider that to be?
Well,
I see somebody's in here. Reyes. You have to give permission to have your camera and your microphone in use. It should give you that option. So I can see you're on here, but your device is not connected. He said, "Hi, Becky."
it's a long definition, but in a nutshell, what do you?
No, you have to grant it permission. It should give you that option there. You just hit approve or okay.
You consider a high value man? 6 points primarily. There's an income component, roughly $120,000 a year, $10,000 a month. In Dallas, Houston, Austin, Atlanta dollars. If you live in a different region, like LA or New York, you have to adjust it. You have to make that money for at least 5 years. Approaching 3 will do it. High value men is also accepted by other high value men as being part of their group, their society. They recognize as he's already a part or has the potential. High value man has a network of high value men and others. High value man has his entire life is LinkedIn level. It has visibility. So he doesn't just go by the title of saying I'm an entrepreneur. It means something like I'm the head of cardiology at Hopkins, something that people kind of know at a LinkedIn level. And lastly, this is no order of importance except for money. Money has to start there. If it doesn't exist, it can't be high value. Lastly, he's useful to others and the group. Now, this is by no means the only criteria, but it's the most universal.
So you think that having money is one of the number one factors to being a high value man?
Well, you can't be high value and homeless.
Well, I'm not saying homeless, but I mean, as a person that grew up with a father that
didn't mean to be in the show.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Were you not trying to be in the show?
I was not trying to be in the show. I just was joining the show. I wasn't sure what I was doing. I caught you late.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me get this pulled back up. She wasn't trying to be in the show.
is considered to be a high value man that makes.
He may make a lot of money. That doesn't make him high value.
Exactly.
I just gave you 6 criteria, only one of which is money, and money has to be there. This is non-negotiable.
But what if they have all of those factors but make $70,000 annually?
Why? Is that really a hill worth dying on?
I mean,
how about
if I were to make.
How about this? High value has to have a dollar component, and whether you value it or not, this 6-figure thing has been around since 1983, and it was given to us by women. You're 23.
Ooh.
Learn a little bit more before you try to come in with your opinions. This has been around. Listen, this has been around since 1983. No romance without finance. You got to have a JLB if you want to be with me. Don't want no scrubs. Women have been saying they wanted the 3 6s, 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 pack for longer than you have been on the planet. And that is, listen.
Oh, I am.
That
listening.
is what women decide that they value. That's what they seem they value in men. They value a man's resource and production. But there are also other things, because you can have a lot of money and not be valuable. So to answer the question, well, what about $70,000? It's a distinction without a difference.
I have this question also.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, I mean, that image of a high value man making 6 figures was created in a capitalistic society.
Oh,
You live in
God.
the West? Where do you live?
Oh, God.
I live in Atlanta, but I grew up on the West Coast.
I can't. She's a liberal. Capitalistic.
Well, welcome to the capitalistic world. We're in the capitalistic country.
Do you personally think that that could change in the future?
Not in your
No.
lifetime.
Let's get rid of capitalism and let's all embrace socialism so we can all be on the same level playing field.
Upper middle class.
Would you like to have grown up in poverty?
No, I don't think anybody.
Well, would you rather switch it to go to live a life of a poor righteous teacher?
Personally, yes.
Well, that's your option. See, that's the thing. That's what money affords you. You grew up upper middle class, so you can sit back and think about philosophy of this and that. But when you're hungry and grew up in the projects like I did, where you didn't eat for days, we didn't have first world problems like many people.
No, I understand.
So understand something. You have only known life through your father and your family's production. You can choose to go out and live somewhere else, but I'm going to ask you a question. What system of government is better than capitalism?
Well, what would you say about
B, answer the question.
Norway, countries that are more of a socialist country?
They're socialist as far as their politics, but they're capitalistic as far as their finance.
Yes, but their emphasis is not on, it's rather on people rather than
right.
And typically in our society.
What I say, it works very well. It works very well for small, extremely small places. But show me where you have that with hundreds of millions of people.
Yeah, you are right.
No.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I mean, I get that there's some people. High value is something that I didn't just look at the United States. I took across any time, any continent, and I said, where are the men who are ranked higher than other men? What were synonymous? And these things always came out. Because there's always going to be a ranking structure.
What is your definition of a high value woman then?
She's attractive and appealing. She has a comforting character. She's discerning and disciplined, liberating and loyal. She's enthusiastic and exuberant.
So none of that has to do with how much she makes, though.
Because money matters not to us.
Ooh.
I guess.
No, it doesn't. If so, then you should be able to show me women who make a lot of money who are below average looking with high value men. They're not. Women typically, a woman's currency is in her beauty, her womb, her cooperativeness, her submission. A man is in his resources, his ability to compete and produce.
Michelle Obama, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, God. No, you didn't.
She was
in law school. I mean.
But okay, Michelle Obama did not marry a guy on the corner. Barack was in Columbia and Harvard, ma'am.
I understand that. I'm not saying like a bum, a homeless man. I'm saying someone that makes $31,000 to $70,000 a year.
You know about Barack Obama and why Michelle?
Yes, he was a law student.
You know, exactly. And he was the president of the Law Review, and he had political aspirations. That's why she got with him, because that was a political marriage. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, ma'am, sure, my question is this. You live in observable reality. It seems like you have an issue with money.
Because, I mean, personally, growing up with money, it can ruin people.
Well,
it can ruin a relationship.
Here's what you can choose to do. You can choose to say, Mom and Dad, I don't want any inheritance, any insurance money. I want none of it. I'm going to give away all. Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did they pay for it?
No.
Okay. You can choose scholarship. Okay. You can choose to give back anything your parents have given you after 18 years old, and you can walk the earth like Kung Fu. You can go through life like Gandhi if you choose to, because you're an adult. You can make those choices. But here's one thing I will almost guarantee you. None of the people, very few of the people who grew up in your neighborhood will follow you. They like lights.
I agree with that.
Heating, air, and Whole Foods.
The reason why I'm questioning this is because
it's a first world problem, man. That's really what it is.
No, it's because, yeah, it is. I grew up, my family didn't grow up with money. As I grew up, that's when we got more money.
What do you mean your family didn't grow up with money?
My dad, he made his own money from as soon as we were all born. Like he didn't have anything, basically. That's why.
And did he make? Okay, so let me ask you. He made his money for his family because he didn't grow up with it.
Yeah, he grew up with nothing, and then my mom married him when he had nothing.
But when he had nothing, he made it. Then he had a family. Did he make you guys live like he lived prior to the money?
No, because in this capitalistic society.
But why didn't he do that?
Because he's been inundated by the
idea of. This is what I'm asking.
You said, why did he do
your
that
father
for
grew
his
up with
family?
Nothing. Exactly. Your father grew up with nothing, right? And then he married your mother, and she married him when he had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He made his money and provided for his family more than he had growing up. If nothing created your father, why didn't he give you and your siblings nothing to create somebody like him?
Because he is a man that was inundated by a capitalistic society.
Because he wanted you to have better than he did. Trust fund Becky.
That was funny.
It's true.
Yeah.
You admire your father for who he is, but he said, you know what? I knew what it was like to not have to do this. And as a man, I don't want to do that to my child. So you can sit here and make first world arguments with seems like nice lighting. You don't seem like you've missed many meals. Congratulations. And you seem got all your teeth. Your hair is nice. You have not missed any of this stuff.
It seems like you missed any meals.
That, you know, maybe it's a part of even considered white guilt. Enjoy your money. There are people who love it. Or get rid of it. Do whatever. You're 23. Where do you live?
In outside of Atlanta.
I'm glad we can call it for what it is. This is white guilt. This is a classic sign of a white liberal in this country. They have all the resources given to them, and then they come back down to the rest of the world. Well, you don't need your parents to give you help, because if they help you, that's a capitalistic mindset. And you all need to be dirt poor. So nobody is supposed to thrive. Nobody's supposed to do anything because money, she literally said, money can destroy people. Okay.
Are you with mom and dad, or you have your own place?
I'm with them because I have a broken foot.
Well, I'm sorry, I had a broken ankle. But after your foot's not broken,
Wow.
You're going to go to your own place?
Yes, going to grad school.
Who's paying for that?
Myself.
Good. See, and then from that point on, here's what you really have to do. I say follow the money. After grad school and everything else, you get to decide to reject capitalism and live whatever way you want to. It's your choice, but you have that choice. There are people on the other side of Atlanta who don't have that choice.
Yeah, I'm very aware.
There you go.
My other question that I have,
we gotta wrap this up because I got more people to get to.
just what about these women that you're talking to where you're calling them 5s and 6? Like the last woman you were talking to is
Hold on, I'm
beautiful.
calling them. Excuse me, I'm calling them what they are. And often when I ask a woman to rank themselves, so don't say I called them. I asked them to rank themselves. Be accurate, young lady.
I guess.
What did I ask that last lady? No. If you're gonna do
You
this,
asked if she was aggressive.
No.
If
The last one, which the only one that got a ranking was the woman who was in Kansas, and I asked her to rank herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gave her a ranking. Do you not think that you have a ranking, young lady?
I wouldn't rank. Why would someone rank themselves?
I asked you, do you think you have one?
A number?
Yes. Yes. A scale of 1 to 10, you have one.
Not personally, no.
Well, I guarantee you this, you have one. Because that's how men are. We're visual. And I don't understand why you ladies think you can just remake men in your image. That's who we are. Men are visual. And women rank men based on productivity and resources. That seems to work out well for you guys. If not, why don't we all go back to cave and be hunter-gatherers? If all of this shit doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Right. Then go wander the world like Kung Fu and put it into practice. But while you're sitting up with a broke foot in insurance, I think it's pretty rich with first world problems to say all this doesn't matter when you have options and most people don't.
I understand that.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
White liberals, man, they get under your skin, okay, and they just like crawl, and they make my blood boil. I do not like liberals, especially liberals like this. I hope she gets it together, and she stops with the virtue signaling. Money is bad, blah 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 blah. Thank you guys for chilling with me. I've been on here long enough. I'm going to get off and go enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you guys enjoyed the show that we did with Russo and Carl. Although it was very draining, I am appreciative for those moments. Do me a favor and don't forget to tune in on April 15th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be talking to Bevel and Beatty, and we're going to cover the state of culture. Okay, and I'm going to be talking about Black culture and Christianity. Pretty sure she'll give her some of her commentary on what just happened. I may or may not ask her about the whole Bryson situation. I probably won't because I don't like drama. But I think that conversation that they were having was interesting, which is Jesus is God. Okay, so please make sure you guys mark this down on your calendar. Show up. Support, share it. I'm going to be putting reminders up until the day it happens. And I appreciate you guys for hanging with me tonight, but I'm out of here. I always mess this up. I'm supposed to have my outro like ready to go. As soon as I say bye, I can be like, pew.